You see Greek culture everywhere after you take a Hellenic Studies class. It helps connect so many of the dots of like the questions that I had about our society. I don't think I've had courses and other programs that have left me with such a feeling of community.
We grew up with our parents' histories telling us about Greece, but when you put it at the academic level, at the university level, it's just so much deeper.
The program would be the depository and focus on the history of the diaspora, the Greek immigrations to the Northwest.
We're a small program, and I like to think that we punch above our weight. In many places, the study of ancient Greece is already pretty well established, but it doesn't extend to the study of modern Greece. It's important to study them together because there is a continuity that extends over 3,000 years. I think it's a pity and unfair to ignore one side and only pay attention to the other side. So what we try to do, especially in our key course, we try to show the students how those two halves can connect.
I hope that my students gain a holistic understanding of Greece from antiquity to the present. I also hope that they understand the value and the significance of Hellenic studies in today's globalized, interconnected world. And last, I hope that they want to travel to Greece and experience firsthand the vibrant cultures, the long history, get the chance to practice Greek, which the modern Greek language that they take here through courses in the program.
That's the first thing that goes if you lose a culture, is when you lose the language. So maintaining that language, particularly for people studying medicine, people studying the sciences, people studying almost anything, half of the words are going to be in Greek. And that's so important to maintain that language.
It gives you a more profound understanding of the meaning of words. There was an ancient philosopher who said an interesting thing. He says that, the understanding of words is the beginning of wisdom.
My advice to a University of Washington student who has any interest in this minor is to pick one class, take it. I think they'll find that they're coming back for a second and a third, and they might stumble their way into this minor for their own good. The passion of the faculty and the professors, they're willing to put it all on the line, and I think it was really evident. They want to be there, they wanted to teach specifically this subject. A lot of the classes were unique to that professor. They tailored it, they put it together. That's the only reason that class exists.
The types of work that we do in critical analysis in Hellenic study programs, that has carried forward into helping me with my legal analysis. And it brings the humanity into it too. As I go forward in my career, I'm going to work with a lot of people who are not like me, who come from different cultural backgrounds. And immersing yourself in a different cultural background is going to help you be more competent.
The Greece Study Abroad program gives a great opportunity to University of Washington students to experience a different culture away from home and to adjust to a different environment, but also to study firsthand and visit places that we talked about here in classes, and they get the chance to just go there and see for themselves and experience things for themselves.
We give them a foundation. We have preparatory seminars before we leave, so students have a chance to explore the culture a little bit. We sometimes teach them a few Greek words. And then when we go to Greece, we try to open them up. We want them not to stay within their own bubble, particularly because it's very normal for students on a study abroad program to want to sort of stay within the safe zone of who they know and what they know. And our students have a chance to talk to a regular Greek person and to be talked back to. And that experience is, for the students, one of the highlights of the program.
We took a Greek language and culture class, and my professor's name is Artemis. She was talking about Greek dances. That was really special to learn about it, but I was like, oh, that's never something I could participate in. And then we were actually in Naxos with just like my friends on the study abroad program, and there was traditional Greek dancing going on in the town square, and we got pulled in by people, and it was just so fun and like celebratory, and to feel like that included.
It was such a great capstone to my undergrad minor here at the University of Washington. We got to visit many different cities, different islands, different regions of Greece. And I think having the educational background through the minor, as well as the education provided during the trip, you had a better lens to view the cities you were in.
I had a little apartment there, literally underneath the Acropolis. I get a knock on the door, and I open the door, 10 o'clock at night, and it was a student. And I said, "Wow, is everything okay?" And the student said, "I came to tell you that this program transformed me. Thank you very much."
Part of the mission is that people from that community should always feel that there's a place where their culture is being talked about, where their children can find out more about that, can find out more about their heritage and their roots. We wouldn't be here as a program without the community. Our endowment is largely raised by community members, and thanks to community members, we have the Kaltsounis Scholarship, we have the Sulandros Scholarship, we have the Kravas Scholarship, we also have the Ruvelas Writing Prize. So all of these are from families that are connected in some way with the community, and they help us support our students.
These programs and other histories of culture similar to these, they're important because I believe of who we are as America. We really are a blend of multicultures. And the more we understand people's cultures, the more we understand where they are coming from and how their contribution to America, an American way of life, truly is important.